The midnight reindeer. Snow lay over Winterwell like icing sugar on a cake, soft and glittering under a deep blue sky. Most windows were dark, but one was still glowing. Arthur's. Arthur had been staring at the stars, counting them the way he did every Christmas Eve, when something bright and red streaked across the sky. It wasn't a shooting star. It dipped and wobbled, like something stumbling in mid-air. He pressed his nose to the cold glass. That looked like a reindeer, he murmured. Within minutes, the Snowlight friends were gathered at the edge of the village, breath steaming in the night air. Luca arrived last, half-boot laces trailing, eyes shining. I saw it too, Luca said. Red glow, very about to crash vibe. Freya knelt, her gloved hand brushing the snow. Hoof prints, she said quietly. Fresh, and they're glowing. The prints shimmered faintly, each one fading slowly, as if the magic was leaking away. Oscar crouched, pulling a small brass gadget from his pocket. It whirred, a little needle flickering between runes. High reindeer magic, Oscar confirmed. But the energy's uneven. Whoever left these is exhausted. Arthur looked towards the dark line of the forest. Beyond the village lights, the trees watched in silence, their branches frosted white. If a young reindeer's lost out there, he said, we can't just leave it. Amelia nodded, already checking the map in her head. We follow the tracks in pairs. Stay close, shout if anything feels wrong. If we move quickly, we can bring it back before Santa needs to fly. They stepped into the forest. The hush of snow-smothered branches swallowed the sounds of the village behind them. Every footstep crunched softly. Above them the stars grew sharper, more distant, as the tree canopy thinned and thickened again. Freya walked near the front, glancing up now and then as if listening for voices only. She could hear. Ivy drifted between trees, fingertips grazing bark, leaving faint green glows wherever she touched. The hoofprints began to wobble, veering to the side, stumbling between close-set trunks. The glow grew weaker. He's struggling, Freya said. He's been scared for a long time. They found him in a shallow dip between two snow-covered mounds, a small reindeer, legs trembling, breath coming in quick, weak plumes. His nose glowed dull red, flickering like a candle about to go out. Lily knelt at once. Oh, you poor thing, she whispered. You're freezing. The reindeer flinched but didn't run. Its eyes were wide and glassy with fear. Freya moved slowly, hands open. Easy, she murmured. We're friends. We'll help you get home. The reindeer's ears twitched. It wobbled, then collapsed onto its knees. Ivy stepped forward and pressed her palms to the snow. Frost cracked and curled aside as soft green vines, dusted with ice crystals, rose from the ground, weaving themselves into a thick, living blanket under the reindeer. The plant magic gave off a gentle warmth, just enough to ease the shaking. Oscar adjusted his scarf. His magic reserves are low, he said. He must have been separated from the team and panicked. Arlo's eyes glowed faintly. Snow lifted around him in a spiral, spinning softly until it formed a shimmering cradle that took some of the reindeer's weight, lifting it just enough so the little creature could breathe more easily. Arthur stroked the reindeer's neck. You were trying to follow the sleigh, weren't you? Got caught in a crosswind. The reindeer blinked slowly, as though answering. We need to get him to higher ground, Amelia said. Santa's flight path always passes the Ridge of Echoes. If we reach it before midnight, he'll see the signal. So they formed a slow-moving escort. Freya walked at the reindeer's side, murmuring soothing words. Ivy kept the vine blanket soft and warm. Arlo maintained the snow cradle, snowflakes swirling in a gentle halo. Arthur and Luca led the way, scanning for hidden dips and rocks. The climb to the ridge was steep. Twice the reindeer stumbled, and Arthur caught his breath, afraid they were too late. But then, as they reached the crest, a distant sound drifted through the frozen air. Bells, faint but unmistakable. Listen, Lily breathed. He's coming. The sky above the ridge opened wide, a velvet dome heavy with stars. A faint golden light appeared on the horizon, growing brighter, resolving into the familiar shape of a sleigh, pulled by 8 strong reindeer, their harnesses sparkling with frost. The little reindeer lifted its head, nose glowing a stronger red, as the sleigh approached. The lead reindeer let out a clear, ringing call, and the lost one answered with a weak but eager bleat. Go on, Arthur whispered. They're waiting. Arlo gently tilted the snow cradle, and the reindeer trotted forward, stronger now, each step leaving brighter glowing prints. With a final grateful look at Freya and Ivy, it leapt into the air. For a heartbeat, the young reindeer seemed too small, too tired, but then the sleigh's magic caught it, lifting it smoothly into place alongside the others. Its nose flared bright crimson, shining across the night. A warm voice carried on the wind, drifted down to them. Thank you, Snowlight friends. The sleigh soared higher, bells ringing joyfully as it arced away towards distant rooftops. The forest seemed to exhale around them. Snowflakes fell more gently, like confetti after a celebration. Luca grinned. We just saved Christmas. They wouldn't have made it without him. Arthur smiled too, heart light. We just made sure nobody wakes up without presents. They watched until the sleigh vanished, then turned back towards Winterwell, their footprints weaving a path home. Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe to our Tell Me a Story channels for more stories, special genres, and to suggest your own story ideas. Snowpiercer's I Tell Me a Story channels for more stories, special genres, and to suggest your own story ideas.